everybody! I just almost took off my headphones with a little wave. Hello everybody! This is getting caught in my armchair. Whatever. Salty Ren here, and welcome back to yet another Adventure Time reaction. Last time, I reacted to the first episode, or 2 episodes I guess. The way I'm watching them is, like, it takes 2 episodes and 6 them together, because I guess they're, like, really short. So I guess it was technically episodes 1 and 2 last time, and now I'm doing episodes 3 and 4. Or 3 and 4. Last time we just got thrown right into the world. I have no context for anything that's happening. We were trying to bring the dead back for some reason, I guess. We still don't know exactly why. Maybe we do know, maybe we don't. One of them was like an ex-lover of Princess Bubblegum's, apparently. We find out that she is an actual genius, but also takes being royalty very seriously. Which is apparently very necessary because if Finn breaks something called the Royal Promise, then everything freezes up and he has to solve some kind of test. In this case, it was a math problem. It was like, what is 2 plus 2? That's easy, 4, and everything just kind of implodes and it was confusing. I had no idea why this was all happening. Based on the little I know, I kind of started wondering if maybe that whole icy blue color that showed up when time froze is related to the Ice King guy that I've heard a little about. I know he has something to do with princesses in the show or something. But yeah. Maybe it's just a literal freeze in addition to a time freeze. That's my current theory. It could, at the time I was like, oh, maybe I was wrong, but that could still be the case. I'm holding on to that theory because I know that he's supposed to be pretty important to the story. We also met Lumpy Space Princess, or LSP. Apparently being lumpy is also an actual infectious condition, and makes me be like, whatevs, babe. Like, this is all so lame anyways. We also get to see a little bit of the relationship between Finn and Jake the dog. And they are just like super loyal to each other. Like, we also see a little bit of Lumpy Space itself. I don't know if that's gonna come back or be important to the story, or if that's just, yeah, that exists, now let's move on to the next thing. But in both of those parts, we also found out that Finn is really good at making plans on the fly. And when he's trying to keep the candy people from literally exploding in fear, don't know if that's going to be important to the overall story. Could be, could not be, we'll see. He blindfolds them, tells them to break open all these piñatas that I put everywhere. We're also going to be playing a game of barricade the doors. It's a really fun game. Go and stick all these barricades in front of the door, and everybody has fun. Everybody believes that's what's going on. It keeps everybody from exploding. And then later, in order to try and save Jake from being lumpy, he makes himself lumpy, which somehow works. It was like a very improvised plan, had low percentage of working, but still worked. It didn't exactly go quite as planned, but it still worked. Like, they were risky plans, and yet he's really good at thinking on the fly. I've said this before, but in D&D terms, he gives the impression of having a pretty good wisdom score with a low intelligence score. So he knows how to improvise in the moment to try and find a solution to a problem. It's not always a smart solution, but it's a solution that works well in that instance. I'm also trying to see where my camera is. Tempted to look at myself in my little camera, but the camera's lens is over here. It's where am I? But also, before I get into this, I want to remind the audience I don't want any spoilers for what the next episode is. We're watching Prisoners and Tree Trunks, apparently. I will not be showing you the entire reaction here on YouTube. If you want to check out the full reaction, you can head over to my Patreon. You can watch episodes completely uncut. They will have something completely obscuring the episode itself aside from subtitles. I found out that apparently with the thing I'm using sometimes cuts some of the subtitles, so I'm gonna be trying to adjust, make sure subtitles are fully visible, so you can still follow along by following what the subtitles are saying, have some idea of what's going on over on Patreon. Here, it shouldn't be quite as obscured. But yeah, if you want to support the channel, be sure to do all that stuff. Go ahead, hit the like button, leave a comment down below telling me any of your thoughts or theories, but no spoilers. Again, I don't want any spoilers for this show. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do be sure to subscribe, because it helps to support the channel, helps us to support me, helps me to continue making reactions. Also go support me on Patreon, because that would really help me out. And if you want to see the unedited, uncut reactions earlier than anybody else, again, head over to my Patreon. Episodes should be uploaded at least 4 days in advance. I might extend it to a week in advance at some point. But regardless, you can also watch the episodes just like individually as well. If you don't have like if you don't want to do like a monthly subscription, that is also a thing you can do. But anyways, how about we go ahead and continue with the next episode, Prisoners and Tree Trunks. Prisoners of Love. Ah, so it's Prisoners of Love, not just Prisoners. Okay. Oh, he's got like a sweater on now. A little yellow sweater. Oh. Oh dear. Is that like an office chair? Is that a gaming chair like I've got? How'd you get so huge? I know Jake is supposed to be some sort of shape-shifting dog being. Like, I've seen a little bit of like clips, but I didn't know it does it on a whim, gets huge. I thought like maybe there was something behind it. No, he just randomly does it. There's the Ice King guy.
Do you know what
I'm guessing you're here because it's the Ice Kingdom.
A big nerd.
Ah, well, that could also be it. What is Ice World law? Trespassing. You know what? That's just regular law. Ah, snow abominations. That's actually pretty cool. Oh my gosh, it's so adorable. Nope, it's a weapon. Okay. They use the snow monsters to beat with snow monsters. Works perfectly. Oh, well. Yep, they are gonna get it. He's just a sad guy, it feels like. Lumpy Space Princess! Wait, how did you get captured? Oh, they're all princesses.
I collect princesses because
Why?
I want to marry one.
This is a worse way to marry somebody. That's not how love works, my dude. Dude. I'm just like, my brain is just like, I know this is a cartoon, and he's like supposed to be a goofy character, but my dude, if you're like interested in multiple people and you can't decide, you don't just kidnap them. You actually get to know them as a person, and then like see if they're interested in you. You don't kidnap them, please. And it's not a matter of, oh, I think they're the right one. They don't think I'm the right fit, then I'm gonna kidnap them either. You don't do that either. Before anyone gets any ideas about that. That's not a good idea either.
But marriage is a serious thing and lasts forever.
Actually, marriage does not always last forever. I think there's like a statistic like 60% end in divorce or something. Could be wrong. I could be wrong about the exact numbers, but like it's a pretty decent number, especially these days. It's expensive. Like, do you have like the funds for an actual like wedding and stuff? Like, I mean, he's a king probably, so he could probably afford it, and it's also a magic land. But also, you need to find somebody who's actually able to withstand the cold as well. But also, yeah, don't just rush into it. Make sure it's the right decision for you.
They don't want to be here.
Yeah. No, that's the worst way to decide if somebody does not want to be here. I would have killed them if they didn't want to be here. My dude. My guy. Ugh. Brilliant idea, Finn. Brilliant. Oh, he is angry.
He's held us here for weeks, questioning us about our favorite sports and quirky behavior. I've tried to tell him as little as possible.
He's questioning us about our favorite sports and quirky behavior. He wants to know he wants to actually get to know us as people. At the same time, you don't do it when you're in like a prison cell, but it's like the most horrifying torture. He's asking us questions about who we are as a person. Like, there's something ridiculous about it, but it's funny, but it's also like, is it that, like, it's bad that they're being held prisoner, but I'm sure there's worse torture He could be asking you about the weaknesses to your kingdoms so that he has the best way to infiltrate, take over, and force you to marry him. Okay, that's the problem. Number one babe on the drums. Sudden eyes. I don't know how much longer he can drum. Or maybe he can drum for a while. Or not. Ah, yes, it's so much fun. Yeah. I'm gonna feel bad, even though like he's kind of a creep about all this. I'll feel bad when it all turns out to be fake.
And I don't know how to help you. Probably because I'm just a simple dude. But maybe you should talk to someone with more life experience.
Yeah, go
Like Jake.
or a therapist.
What are you doing?
Dude, you need to talk to somebody about your issues being lonely. You ruined your own chances with them, honestly, dude.
What's wrong with me?
Maybe because you keep kidnapping them?
You're a socio.
How are you?
What's wrong with me? You're a sociopath. Yeah, you know, yep, that's basically it.
I know. You're probably a big nerd.
Well, so are you. This is your conscience, so if they're a big nerd, then so are you. Or
Well, I'd like to marry you.
ooh, I do love the voice actress who plays the slime princess. So that was an interesting episode. I enjoyed that. We gotta know who Ice King is. I'd heard a little bit about Ice King and knew he was obsessed with marrying a princess. We got that. Literally everything like I already knew about Ice King has been confirmed here. Like he's a sad character, but he's also a jerk. He like on one hand kind of feels sorry for him, but on the other hand, he's like, well, if you don't do what I want, I'm just gonna kill everybody. Like it's this weird duality of it's like, oh, I feel bad. Oh, never mind, you're a jerk. Oh, but now you're acting like a sad old man, and now you're an asshole. It's just I feel for him, but I'm like, dude, my guy. Ah, boy. Also, I love the princess designs. They're all like really cute. Slime Princess, I love her voice actress. Don't know who she is, but she they're like the fact that there's like so many different princesses is interesting. I'm very curious about like what the geology of the world is, or the geography, like where is everything kind of located map wise. I would love to see a map of this place and learn what all the different kingdoms are, like which places have princesses. Why is everywhere else ruled by a princess when like there's a king who rules an ice specific place? So I'm very curious about that. Anyways, next episode is Tree Trunks. Does it have ice cream with it? I'm not a fan of apple pie without ice cream. Or whipped cream, but specifically ice cream. Oh no, there's a fly! Oh no. What happens if a fly... No, it's still good! This one's not an apple pie, is it? She just said it's a new pie, but she never said it's an apple pie. Maybe it was just an apple pie that they ate, but... Crystal Gem! Are we about to go in Steven Universe crossover here? Could you actually eat an apple made of crystals, though, is the real question. Could you actually eat that? With your swords, obviously. I love that Tree Trunks is just like a tiny little adorable elephant. It's just like this little old lady elephant. I just need to pause and say I just love Tree Trunks already. I love them. They're just this tiny little elephant they can just like carry around, and they're just so sweet, and they're like, oh my gosh, I make the best apple pies, but wouldn't it be great if I could make an even better apple pie? Oh my gosh, you think... And then they just like suddenly have like this dark side and the fly lands on the apple pie. Just... I love them. What are you standing on? This is gonna be like flesh. I knew it was a flesh thing. Oh, it's some sort of mimic. It's a pickle. Oh no. No, I thought it was working. I thought it was working. I thought it was working. Aww. I don't know if that one's a very pretty butterfly. She's definitely enjoying this though, so. Part of me wonders if like she is right about this stuff, but like it feels like these monsters are acting like aggressively, but we don't actually see them like hurting her. So I'm wondering if they are trying to be friendly with her the only way that they know how. But Finn is just like used to these things just being vicious monsters that attack everything and is attacking them. It could be a little bit of both things. I don't know. It could be a matter of like you need to be cautious, but like it's important to be. It could be a matter of like this is gonna be like a matter of it's important to be cautious, but not like so much that you like just attack everything that you don't know is aggressive. I don't know. This guy's head is just busted, so it's probably dead. So, hopefully this was just a monster, not something friendly that was trying to reach out. So. Oh, don't blame her. Don't blame her.
I'm not mad at you. You're too super cute for me to be mad at you. And you're a
Tree Trunks is too adorable.
Finn can handle it. He's 12.
Yanny? He's 12! I'm sorry, Finn is 12 and is fighting all these monsters. Is this normal in this world? He can handle it. He's a 12-year-old kid with sword training. Like, I'm not... Like, that does explain this, like, some parts of stuff, but at the same time, it's like... Is this wise? Is all this wise? Oh, they actually seem into it. They seem into it. They seem happy when they're...
She got past me, man. I tried
Ah.
but she overpowered me.
Tree Trunks, you're not an adventurer.
No, Finn.
Again, do you want to die?
She did help, though. No. How dare you make her feel bad? You're ruining her makeup by making her cry. There it is. I don't think that looks edible unless it's like rock candy, but... What the heck?
A crystal guardian. Tree Trunks, stay.
What is this?
Battle this time.
Oh, it's gonna mimic them or something. It's gonna be like a perfect mimic. And the only way that it can be defeated is because like they think she's super adorable.
Gotta fight this one Tree Trunk style.
I'll get the makeup.
Oh boy, okay. Sure. There you go. What? Tree Trunks! Oh, it... What just happened? What just happened? Did they just kill Tree Trunks? No! That was it? Like, it showed her just, like, walking a crystal thing. Did she die? Like, is she now, like, trapped in there forever, but she thinks it's fine? What just happened? Oh boy, okay. Well, that was something else. Oh boy. Okay. So, this was a fun episode. Or 2 episodes, I guess. We got to know a little bit about the Ice King, who I know is like a majorly important character. And we've met and I think lost Tree Trunks. Is that literally it? Are we gonna see Tree Trunks again? I hope Tree Trunks comes back and like maybe there'll be like no explanation for why. But I loved Tree Trunks. I feel so sad. Like is she just gone? Like maybe that was about like, oh yeah, we need to, maybe it was narrative, like they were right, like we have to be cautious. Maybe the crystal gem apple was actually super dangerous because it was like the super evil woods or whatever. I'm like just so baffled and lost about everything right now. We're still pretty early in. I am like loving the world building that we're getting though. I'm wondering, is it normal for like 12-year-olds to be going on adventures? Like they're establishing everything like, oh yeah, we know who the Ice King is. We know like who all these princesses are and they know who we are. So are we just like really well-established adventurers, or is Finn and Jake? I'm saying we as if I'm part of this, I'm not. I have a lot of questions and I can't even like put them into like phrases. I do want to see like who all these individual princesses were. Like I recognize Lumpy Space Princess like right off the bat. Slime Princess, I love the voice actress. There was like this ghost looking princess that was really interesting. I think there's Wildberry Princess. Is that like a berry kingdom or something? And one of them looked like, was it just like a snail? I think one of them was just straight up a snail. I feel pretty bad for the Ice King though. My nose is still super itchy. The Ice King just like it seems to be just like a lonely guy, but also just doesn't know how to cope with being lonely and is a sociopath, as the owl that seemed to be his conscience said. But why was it an owl and not penguins when he's like literally surrounded by penguins? Unless it was a penguin and it just like looked like a very owly penguin. I don't know. I am so sad we lost Tree Trunks. I thought like, oh, Tree Trunk, we're being introduced to this character who's gonna end up being really important. We're going to find out like some like important, like we're gonna learn some important lessons and head back and have what's actually the best apple pie ever. And she bites into the apple and dies? What the heck? I was like, that doesn't even look edible. And it turns out it's just deadly. I'm just so sad. Anyways, I think I'm gonna wrap this episode up here. I feel sad now. So guys, thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, please do be sure to leave a comment down below, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and be sure to go check me out on Patreon. You can go ahead and watch episodes early and unedited with subtitles, and you can follow along. And I will see you guys in the next episode. Stay safe out there, everybody. Once again, I want to give a huge shout out to all my patrons this month: Roach, Art Cryptid, Brambles, The Horror Hive, Julia Egan, and Saffronique. Your support really helps me out a lot. It really means so much, and you guys are all amazing. Thank you all.